So where does Hyperoptic's footprint currently cover?
Currently, we're focused in London, and we have properties extending from E14, so out in the Docklands, all the way to W3. That's our current footprint, and basically, we are looking to expand that and obviously fill in the holes of other buildings that we don't currently cover in that footprint. In the near future, we'll be putting out a press release that specifies the buildings that we're at.
Would you be rolling out to any other UK cities besides London in the near future?
Absolutely. Basically what we'll do is by the end of the year we'll roll out to another city, essentially our pilot secondary city, if you will. And then I think you'll see a lot of Hyperoptic across the UK in 2013.
Would you consider rolling out any services into rural areas of the UK?
It's not really our focus. What we are really focusing on is what we call multi-dwelling units, so blocks of flats and offices and whatnot. So places where there's a large concentration of people in one space, and that's really what our solution is geared towards. We really recognize that the work of other players are doing in the rural front, and wish them all the best of luck with that, and can just say that's not where we're focusing on in the near future.
Do you see the role of consumer ISP sort of expanding beyond just providing a broadband service? Do you have any extra sort of products and services in the pipeline?
Well, currently we offer broadband and phone, as many of our competitors do, and we are looking at doing a pilot for IPTV television services as well, and we'll use that opportunity to gauge the interest level as well as the implication for our business model and organization overall should we decide to move forward with that type of offering. We're looking forward to seeing how the release of UView also impacts users. But what we wouldn't be doing, for example, is looking to launch our own television service in the same way that Home Choice did in the previous decade.
So are you trialling an IPTV service at the moment?
Yeah, we're currently in the early stages of a trial, and what we'll do is choose one of our buildings where we'll offer those services both to our customers and to our non-customers and get feedback from them as to the service itself, whether it's a service that they would want, how much money they would pay for it, and basically the characteristics to make sure that if we do launch a service, we know it's something that will benefit our end consumers.
With regard to the UK government's proposed communications bill, the monitoring of who's talking to who, what's Hyperoptic's stance on this?
Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, our stance is that we'll follow any regulation that we are required to respond to. We think it's a very important debate, and a debate that's been, raging ever since the days of B time, actually, of how much control the government and ISP should have over what people are doing online. We recognize the importance of keeping track of potential terrorist activities, but we also recognize that individuals deserve privacy. And so we were not necessarily looking to change the debate in any one direction, but just to follow whatever regulations need be. If we were to do something, obviously, potentially snooping or tracking or any kind of traffic management would have an impact on the traffic itself, and so people just need to understand that as part of any solution that would have to be implemented.
So Hyperoptic doesn't currently manage traffic?
That's correct. So we only do what is required. We don't do any traffic shaping or traffic management. So we essentially give people a pipe, we give them what we say we're going to give them as part of our sales process, and essentially let them use the internet as any way they'd like.